morning to Madam Myra. First thing first, I want to apologize for the background sound because it is raining right now, and yeah, and I need to keep on recording even though it's raining because it's um, this is last minute task that I do. So for my creative content, I have decided on doing survey to obtain information regarding internet accessibility among Unima students who are currently in rural areas in Sabah and Sarawak and have problem accessing the internet. So the survey, I got 13 response and from both Sarawak and Sabah responded. So my respondent current location, they are mostly from Sarawak. As you can see, it's 76.9% or 10%, and it's from Sarawak. And from Sabah, from rural area in Sabah, it's recorded 23.1% or 3%. So on my survey, I have asked about how is the internet accessibility. So they are poor, very poor and moderate. So most of my respondents, the accessibility to internet was moderate, and 69.2% moderate, 23.1% is poor, and also 23.1 are poor, are very poor. So if they have this problem, of course they don't have any Wi-Fi at home, so of course they will use mobile network, which which I have divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but only 3 main network that they use. But most of them they use Celcom, which recorded 61.5%, followed by Digi 23.1%, and Maxis 15.5%. So during the MCO, all students, not all, but most of Unima students has been sent back to their respective house or hometown. So those who have problem accessing the internet, my next question was, what is your solution to access the internet when you have online classes, online meeting, or online exam? Most of them will go to somewhere near to their house where they can get access and stay there until the online activities are done. Followed by this, which they will go to town to access the internet. So 7 and only 1 student will stay at home since his or her coverage is just okay lah, maybe moderate, and one will go to pusat internet or cyber cafe. So according to them, in their opinion, most of them, they will suggest to, what do you call it, to set up a network tower so that they can get a better uh, coverage. As you can see, provide Wi-Fi or stable network, improve the internet strength, set up the network tower, improve the facilities, build a telecommunication substation to widen the network coverage. Yeah, as you can see, most of them will suggest to the government or any NGOs um, to build or to set up a network tower in their area so that they can get a good coverage. So, for example, for the uh, during the MCO, there was uh, news about Sabah girl who stayed in tree to get internet access. So she was from University Malaysia Sabah, and according to him, studying off campus as a result of COVID-19 and the movement control order, internet access is not readily available. And he and she mm, has took her own initiative to get internet access. She looked for a tall tree and climbed it just to get a better reception. And according to her, that's why I chose to hike up a hill to study and later on challenge myself to stay and sleep on the tree for 24 hours to prepare for my exam. So this is one of the example from a rural area in Sabah, a student who have internet problem, who have problem to access the internet. And also in Sarawak, not much different. In rural area, they have very bad internet connection. So according to University Kebangsaan Malaysia Center for Education and Community Wellbeing lecturer Anwar Ahmad, he said that Malaysia is not fully ready to embrace online learning, online teaching and learning, as internet services in rural areas are slow and unstable. It is true, for example, in my village, we have very bad internet connection, and only Celcom are just okay there. And for student from uh, student who are in the rural area, they have a really bad problem and really have a big issue in in accessing the internet. So this is um, the only news that appear, not to mention the others that we don't know that have problem internet. So I guess to improve the internet connection in rural area is one of the um, problem that should be looked by the government or the NGOs. For this Sabahan girl and for this Sabah girl, the NGOs or the Telecom Malaysia has sent her a um, sent her helps to help her on her online learning, and then after that after the situation they built a communication tower on her area. So I guess this issue should be taken seriously by the government to help students on the rural area, especially in Sabah and Sarawak. So I guess that's it for my creative content. Thank you, Madam Umaira.